Have you ever stopped to wonder if the economic world you see around you is actually reality? Or just a sophisticated user interface designed to keep you engaged while something far more complex happens under the hood? Most of us spend our lives interacting only with the surface of the financial system. We check our bank balances on a screen, we watch gasoline prices rise, we worry about monthly bills, and we hope for a modest 5% raise. We are like users of complex software who have never looked at the source code determining every outcome of our lives. To understand why some people grow wealthy with ease while others grind for a disappearing pension, you must stop looking at the screen and start examining the financial operating system. Welcome back to Finance Prism. Today we won't discuss stock tips, short-term trends, or rumors. We are performing a deep technical audit of the global financial operating system as we enter the pivotal, volatile year of 2026. We will explore the hidden rules of wealth, written in mathematics, engineering, and physics. We will discuss why money behaves like energy, why inflation is thermodynamic entropy, and why the next 24 months will be the most significant system update in modern finance. By the end of this session, you will not be a passive user. You will know how to rewrite your own economic code. Money as energy, the leaky battery problem. Let us begin with a fundamental truth rarely mentioned in textbooks or news. Money, in its pure form, is a storage mechanism for human energy. When you spend an hour working, you expend your finite life force, time, intellect, energy. In exchange, you receive a token to use later for someone else's energy. Beautiful in theory, it enables civilization without barter. In practice, our financial operating system has a massive bug: currency debasement or inflation. To understand inflation technically, consider entropy. In physics, entropy is the natural tendency of systems to lose energy and move toward disorder. Hot coffee cools. Houses crumble without care. All systems decay. The problem with our post-1971 fiat system is that it built entropy into currency itself. For over 50 years, tokens you earn are mathematically designed to lose value daily. Imagine earning a battery from 8 hours of labor, but it leaks energy invisibly. By retirement, it's half empty. Holding wealth in paper currency or digital bank credits is working for a future being stolen by inflation. This is not only greed, it is a feature of unbacked fiat systems. Those who own reality capture the energy leaking from the system. Friction versus escape velocity, breaking the poverty loop. Notice how saving your first 10 times to 20K seems impossible, yet those with millions multiply wealth effortlessly. This is due to financial friction. When starting at zero, every dollar faces high taxes, rent, rising food costs, and survival pressures. This friction is a freezing headwind, keeping most people stationary. At Finance Prism, we highlight the $20,000 threshold, financial escape velocity. In aerospace, escape velocity breaks a planet's gravity. Financially, $20,000 is the buffer that lets you stop reacting to emergencies and start strategic moves. Below it, you are a slave to the immediate. Beyond it, your math changes. You can invest in assets following the power law. A small input produces massive output. The middle class is trapped not by lack of effort, but by ignorance. The first phase of life should build escape velocity, not consumption. Approaching 2026, the gravity of the global debt system makes this urgent. Debt architecture, strategic leverage versus extractive chains. The elite use debt to amplify energy. In high inflation, expanding money systems, debtors often outmaneuver holders of currency. Private equity or bullion banks borrow at fixed rates, buy tangible assets like land or commodities, and repay with devalued currency. They use the leak in the battery to their advantage, capturing molecules of reality while others collect paper ghosts. Household debt of $18.6 trillion is mostly extractive, past consumption paid with future labor. Meanwhile, the 1% use strategic debt to acquire silver, copper, land, preparing for a world where digital tokens may fail, but physical molecules retain value. The molecular revolution, when bits meet atoms. For 2 decades, the world focused on digital growth, software, social media, advertising. But AI and high-performance computing demand physical infrastructure, energy, rare minerals, silver. Silver is the most conductive element and a pillar of the new technological economy. Demand is exponential, supply limited. Infinite digital tokens cannot replace scarce tangible assets. Central banks accumulate gold. Silicon Valley secures mining of rare metals. Those relying on paper or digital tokens are running outdated software, vulnerable to a systemic crash. The 2026 Global Update, transitioning to a multipolar world. The US dollar's monopoly as the global reserve currency is challenged. BRICS nations and others are moving toward commodity-backed trade. Traditional portfolios like 60-40 are under structural stress. Bonds, bets on currency stability are riskier. Stocks are disconnected from physical reality. High volatility will meet high clarity. Capital always returns to tangible assets during systemic shifts. Early recognition creates wealth migration. Delayed recognition leads to collapse of purchasing power, while owners of reality thrive. Installing the update, becoming a sovereign. Shift your perception of value. Stop measuring wealth in digital tokens. Measure it in what you own and control. Achieve escape velocity. Cut consumer noise, eliminate extractive debt, and build your first $20,000 of liquid capital. Ignore social pressure. This clarity reveals global bottlenecks. Invest in hard-coded assets, silver, physical and shares, independent energy production, productive land. These remain when digital illusions fail. The world is moving to multipolar, commodity-backed trade. US dollar dominance is fading. Financial entropy and a defensive play. Prepare for volatility. Prepare for opportunity. Money is not passive. In an inflationary system, it decays. Gold and silver have zero entropy. They retain energy across centuries. Paper dollars lose 95% of value in 50 years. Preserving life, energy, and molecules is the ultimate defense. Even if silver doesn't skyrocket tomorrow, you've won by securing your energy. The offensive play. Assets with zero entropy become the new valid currency post-reset. History repeats. Holders of physical molecules rebuild economies and become the next elite. Final briefing. Build your fortress for 2026. $8.6 trillion in consumer debt represents unfulfilled labor. When the economy slows under this weight, those trapped in debt are friction, while those liquid can move freely. Real liquidity is not bank cash. It's owning what the world needs. Silver is industrial water. Owning it is sovereignty. Confidence comes from alignment with physics, supply, and demand, not digital illusions. The 2026 update is imminent. Ignore it and lose. Act and gain freedom. Audit your life, secure escape velocity, invest in molecules, and master reality. The physical laws are about to reassert themselves. Own the molecules or remain a slave to fading tokens. Stay sharp, disciplined, and anti-fragile. Keep your eyes on the molecules. Keep your hands on the truth.